Hello and welcome to I Woke Up Today. Thank you for coming back or joining us the first
Wait, did
time.
you wake up today,
I
Hector?
did wake up today.
We're ready to tackle the day here.
For sure. For
We
sure,
missed you.
Gigi. Thank you. Thank you. I missed you guys too. It was I don't even know how to do this anymore, right?
I know, right? It feels weird.
It is, but we'll get into it. We'll get into the groove. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Gigi, what are you grateful for today?
You know what? I'm really grateful for life. God's blessings and trials and tribulations is for a purpose, and it's for evolving in your life and knowing how to deal with things. Like, that saying that Tony Robbins always says, like, things don't happen to you, they happen for you.
Yeah.
So that is a lesson that in my season that I'm learning a lot. Not that I like it, but hey, we got to do it. So I'm grateful for evolving. I think I said this before, but I cannot thank this opportunity and having the guests that we had listen to their stories and listening to future stories, and you can kind of relate and you learn from it. And so I'm very, very grateful for evolving.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
What
good.
about
That's
you,
good.
Hector? What are you grateful for today?
So I am grateful for God, for Jesus,
Amen.
because it's been a rough few months. And if it weren't because of my relationship with God and a higher power,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I would be. It's just what keeps me sane.
Right.
What
Keeps you grounded.
Yeah, just to know that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
That I got to relinquish control, give it to the Father, and things will be all right.
And we know that's hard.
It's hard. Pastor Gigi was talking about control last week, and I was like, "Oh, here we go. This is for me."
Yeah.
So it was. I'm very grateful for God and just how, and He always just provides. He always provides
He
and fixes and
does.
corrects, and it doesn't matter what's happening. He takes care of it. So
Yeah.
it's
So much
difficult.
trials and tribulations that you gotta sink it in
And I think the
let
more
God.
alpha you are, the more you want to control things,
Mm.
and that's
I think that's what God is telling us. Back it up.
for sure. So yeah.
That's beautiful.
Well, today is a bittersweet moment because
It
we're
is.
happy, but we're also a little sad because we're ending our first season. We are coming back, but
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and still listen to us on Spotify too.
yeah, for sure. And we're gonna take a little break, not too long. We're gonna be back in October. So we're just taking September off, but we'll be back in October. And we just kind of today we're gonna talk about our season, right?
Yeah.
How it went, how we felt, things that happened, our favorite episodes, some takeaways. We're gonna talk. Gigi and I were both on vacation, as you noticed. Gigi did some episodes by herself.
Oh my God.
that
I
was
couldn't
fun.
believe you left me. I was like panicking, and you made me feel so uncomfortable,
Good.
but comfortable at the same time, because I knew I had to do it. I know you kept telling me, you got this, you can do it. I didn't trust myself in a way, like, because you always take lead, and I love the way you articulate and you talk, and you know how to, like, hey, ¿cómo se dice? Like, run the crowd. Like, you know how to conduct yourself, I guess, what I'm trying to say. And you do it very well and very effortlessly. And I'm over here like, oh my God, what do I say? And mi español, I'm like, hijo de puta. I'm like, I don't even know how to say this. So, it was great.
But it's cool. It's cool that you got to get out of your comfort zone.
I did.
And you are now past a new chapter in your life, and you did something different, right? Something uncomfortable.
I did.
And remember, leadership is about doing those things that you don't want to do and having
Right.
those difficult conversations. And that's part of you growing as a leader is doing that. Now it's like, shit, I got that. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. I'm very proud of you. I think that you did a great job. And
Thanks.
it's
polishing myself a little
That's
bit,
it.
just, I mean, it's like riding a bike. In order to learn how to pedal, you gotta try it with your training wheels. You're my training wheels. And I went by
Yeah.
myself. I was like, I want my training wheels back. But we have something good together, and I really enjoy and I'm very honored that we have a great partnership into
Me
this
too.
and we
Me
have
too.
something really solid and really special that I think the world is going to know. I mean, as we keep looking at each episode, I think we're getting a little bit better and better. And for next season, we have some great ideas
Yes.
and
Yes.
everything. So I'm excited for that. And honestly, again, it's about evolving and I'm really looking forward to it.
I am too. I am too.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be
Yes.
very cool. And guys, we really got into this. We had no idea what we're doing. We didn't even listen to podcasts ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's just been learning,
Mhm.
pushing ourselves. I'm very proud, and I want to, congratulate both of us for
Yes.
just pushing through and doing the recordings. This takes a lot of work, a lot of effort.
Right.
It takes a lot of money too to
Oh,
make
yeah.
all these things happen.
Yeah.
But we're committed to it, and it's just there's days that we don't want to record, but we still have to
Right.
record. There's days that we've got to be here at 6 a.m. and all these things to make things
Yeah.
happen, and just creating the ideas and the content and finding the guest. That those are It takes a lot of work,
It
but I'm very
does.
proud that we've committed to it and we've done it. And
Yes.
what I'm trying to say with this is, if there's something that you're thinking about doing and you're just hesitant that no, this and that, and it has to be perfect, nothing is going to be perfect. Perfection does not exist,
No.
right? Things, you just have to go for it and just build the plane in the air.
But even talking about perfection, so I was in Italy for vacation, and we went to the Vatican and St. Peter's Church is just beautiful. And these artists like Michelangelo and everything, they thought their masterpiece is not perfect.
Yeah.
So in reality, there's nothing ever perfect. And you don't want it to be perfect because those little lines or anything in a drawing, in a masterpiece, that's what makes art.
Yeah.
So life is about not being perfect. You can't, and if it is, it's boring. Like, come on.
And what is perfect today is not going to be perfect tomorrow, right? Because you're going to be
Changing.
constantly evolving. That's what life is. So you just have to go.
Yeah.
Just fucking go.
Take a leap of faith.
Just do it, and you will build things as you go, because you will learn every single interaction you have in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You grow as a person,
Yes.
And you learn something new and you enhance. So if there's a project that you're holding off, if there's a side business, if there's a hustle, if there's something that you're just thinking about, that your heart is aching, just go ahead and do it. Just launch it.
To, because let me tell you guys, I really wanted to talk about this a lot, being in Italy. And I'm I've always talked about it before. I always felt like I didn't belong in the US. My heart, my soul feels like it's somewhere, maybe in Europe, Colombia, wherever. And I went to Italy and I was interacting with different people because that's a melting pot as well.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
just everyone all over the world going there. And you hear people's stories, and I'm just at awe. And I'm like, we're all the same. We all come from different cloths, but life is beautiful. It's priceless. It's all the wrong things and all the bad things that happen in life. It's a masterpiece for something beautiful that's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
And like a diamond, you got to hit that heat. You got to keep doing that to build this beautiful, delicate diamond. And you look at it and it's so delicate. That's what life is. And you got to keep working at it. And life could be taken away in a second. And
It can. We
that
never
is
know.
just oof.
Because remember, that's the whole premise of this, is you
Yeah.
you woke up today. You still have a moment. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow, but you know
Right.
what? Today I got to live it to the fullest without
Yeah.
harming anybody, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with
And
you.
I met someone in Italy. I was doing a massage, and she was telling me her story, and you could just see in her eyes the sadness. And I was just talking to her. I held her hand. I was like, and she speaks Italian. I was speaking Spanish, and she spoke pretty decent English. So I was speaking both so we can kind of understand each other. And I was like, everything's going to be okay. You just have to have that faith. Wherever you are in this world, you just got to have that faith because I feel like faith is what keeps going.
Yeah.
Family and everything, but I think you got to believe in yourself. You got to find a way to believe in yourself and listen to everybody's stories that came on this podcast. Like, inspires me because I'm like, wow, they came from nothing and they kept going. The common denominator is they kept pushing, keep pushing,
Yeah.
pushing. And that I feel like that's what we keep doing is that we keep pushing. We're doing something different. And this is new to us, but we keep pushing. We're going to keep finding different avenues. Even si nosotros chocamos con el pared, we're going to keep trying different ways to make it better.
Yep, I agree with you. And I think that is exactly right. It's the common denominator of all our guests was how everybody pushed through.
Yeah.
When we look at Miguel,
Mhm.
and I can't believe he took the cruise 2 times. I think that was
I
hilarious.
know, that's crazy.
And how Miguel
But that's
has
destiny.
built everything
Yeah.
from his dedication to himself and to his family, right? And growing that and growing such a strong business and his relationship and the fact that they work together when you look at Rao
Yes.
and how he overcame so many obstacles and his initial relationship with his mom,
with his parents, yeah.
and all those things and how he overcame Maria and everything that happened and how he came here,
and it was like that was destined.
Yeah.
It had to happen that way because he had to be here doing this type of thing.
Yeah.
And if you take a different pathway, I feel like God's gonna find a way. Okay, you weren't supposed to do this turn here, but it's still gonna be the same result. It might take you longer or whatever, but
like for
and
Aiden, where she was
yes,
thinking about one school and then that just
pace
wasn't in
and
the
everything.
cards for her.
No, and now she's happy where she's at, and
Yeah.
it's because that's where she was supposed to be.
Because he's in control. We're not.
Is.
We are not.
And I know we always want to be in control, and it sucks, but you can't.
Yeah.
You just gotta sit back, let God, and be like, okay, God, what are you trying to tell me? And if you don't believe in God, we apologize that we keep talking. That's our faith and stuff, but universe, what are you trying to tell me?
Whatever works for you.
Whatever,
just know that obviously you didn't design this wonderful world.
Yes, exactly.
Anything equivalent to you.
And then Lewis Junior Burger,
yes,
Layla, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was.
They have been through a lot, and their energy as a couple, and then his health issues and everything. How that's been through that was to me was very powerful when he talked about how he healed and just their energy. Henderson also he didn't believe in himself, right? Like this guy didn't believe in himself.
He's like, no, I don't believe. I should not be here. You hired the wrong person
over and over again.
And then when he showed himself, and
he's so good. If you guys have not seen the episodes of his work, go watch it. And the cake is delicious. I've had the opportunity. He did Olivia's
I'm still
cake.
waiting for my damn
I know
cake.
we're gonna have to get that to happen.
Ay,
so that that was pretty cool. When Cynthia and how
Cynthia.
Run,
that was touching, and the women permissions. Her permission slip was amazing. That was inspiring. It felt very empowering. That's my first one alone. Yeah. I was nervous, but she made me feel comfortable, so that was amazing. And Janice, man, her story, fitness, where she came from. She quit high school. She felt like she needs to be a provider, but she had a purpose in life. It's coming full circle, and how she was able to do something so powerful, help other people, and prove herself at this age at her stage in life. In my 40s, I can do it.
Man, and she had a child when she was 18.
I know.
And then he was 6 months old. All that she was talking about in 2 pounds.
That's crazy, scary.
Talking about miracles, right?
Exactly.
Talk about miracles and how God has been with her. Just amazing people with amazing stories, and everybody from different parts of the world and different things and different careers and but we all have a story. We all have something.
But what is crazy? Our stories, our personal life stories is like how we're here right now. I never thought if you were to tell me when I was younger I was gonna do a podcast, I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy. I'm like, what's a podcast?
Yeah.
So, and even mortgages, like, I think we would. I never thought I would
Mortgages.
be
What do
here.
you mean? You weren't dreaming of being a mortgage
Oh,
loan
of
officer when
course,
you
I
were 10? You're like,
did. I
yes, I want to do
was. Oh
mortgages.
man, I was designing those beautiful mortgages in my sleep. So
It's
everyone has a story.
everyone has a story. And I had the opportunity to go home. That was my vacation
Yeah.
that I hadn't been in probably in a year and a half, which is not normal. We'll typically go visit Dominican Republic like every few months.
Right.
But we
How did
couldn't.
it feel?
Well, I gained a lot of weight.
That's okay.
But
We're
I
losing a
ate. I
couple
was
months, so
happy.
next season we
Yeah,
look
so this will
good.
be gone. But I was happy. I
Yeah.
ate a lot, and saw a lot of friends. And
But let me
just
ask you,
people from my
when you
life.
got off that plane, you and Samantha and the baby,
Mhm.
when you smelt that air, when you landed in DR,
Oh,
how
it was
did that
amazing.
make you
It was
feel?
amazing. It's home. It's home. So remember, I talked about how it takes 7
Yes.
years to adapt somewhere where you move.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't make that up. It's a statistic. I've never truly felt like I've adapted to living in Orlando. You know, I'm always like, my heart's always back in DR, but I know that what's right for my family right now is to be here.
Yeah.
But my heart is always there.
Yeah.
And when I got to see all my friends and, and my dad and my in-laws and just driving my car, that's not better than my car here.
Yeah.
But it's like, it feels home.
Yeah.
And the food and the people and just everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time that we actually went back home and we weren't staying in our own place. We were staying either in an Airbnb or we were staying with someone else because our place is rented out. So it was.
How did that make you feel?
It was. I was all over the place.
Yeah.
It was all over the place, and but it was okay. It was okay because I was so thankful that we had the opportunity to travel and to get there, and we went on amazing little vacations. When we took Olivia to the water park, and there was like slime on her. She was so happy. She was so happy. We had so much fun together. We built pizzas together.
Oh, really?
We did like the little daddy-daughter dates. Like it was cool to have the time to be able to spend time with them. And I took time away with just me and Samantha.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of little things that we did. We spent Father's Day there, Dominican's Father's Day, and that was cool. So there's a lot of eating and drinking involved. My liver just shot. One of the reasons I was like, I can't live in this place.
I know.
But it was cool seeing. I had friends ask me, like, so what's next for you? Like, what is this? Somebody asked me, like, did you stop doing mortgages now? I just see you doing podcasts and things. I'm like, no, not at all. Actually, I'm trying to do other things and grow into other areas of my career that I'm looking forward to. And another friend mentioned in the same conversation, he was like, I love what you're doing. Because that is the natural course that somebody that is successful takes. Now you're focused on giving back and moving on to other things. That is what's natural, right? Okay. So it's pretty cool that you're doing that. And then also, obviously, it takes a lot of courage to sit here and do these things. So that was pretty cool. And just seeing in general and spending time with my family, and thank you to my team that took ownership of the day-to-day and everything. And obviously, sometimes our referral partners don't understand that we also need to reset. But it is, you need to reset and you need to prioritize your mental health and your family.
Yes.
Right.
Boundaries.
We talk about this, from episode 1, we were talking about boundaries. Yes. A friend of mine asked me, is it true that you put your phone away when you get home? I'm like, yeah, I'm not bullshitting. I really do put my phone away. It's time, because also it's what am I showing to my daughter? What am I teaching her if I'm always with my phone? It's done. And
you want to set an example.
At the end of the day, we are not ER doctors.
No.
And yes, we're here to serve and help
you.
I
even think ER doctors too. They
well, but I mean, in the sense of the emergency of
you
need to save my life right now.
Yeah. True.
We can save the loan in the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly. You will be okay.
Right.
So it's just, to me, these months have been about self-awareness, of what's going on and learning from other people and how they do things and what works for us, and just know that it's gonna be okay,
Mm-hmm.
because we also get beat up.
Oh,
We get beat up very hard, and it's just a moment where sometimes you got to show your loan officer some love. It can't just be all hard. It
I
just can't be beating them
know.
up. But it's good, and
That's why we breaking out. I'm like, ugh.
and it's a difficult year.
Yes.
Definitely, there's been a lot of changes in the industry right now, and in the market, and with guidelines and things that I've personally, my business had been affected severely. 40% of my business was non-permanent residents.
I know.
40%. That's been major, and being able to overcome that and has been major. So that's something, when I look at my numbers, I'm very thankful for, because the fact that I have been able to
Still
sustain and grow, even with that 40% loss, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. So
But it
sometimes
tells you something,
Yeah.
that you're doing something right.
I gotta sometimes tell myself that, because I like to beat myself up, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's
we
never
always
enough.
do. Yeah.
Never enough.
Always do.
So that's cool that, even in this market, we're still succeeding. You're having a way better year than you had last year.
I am.
So,
Thank God.
kudos to you, and you've
Thanks.
grown.
Yes, I've grown, and I'm so very blessed for my team. I'm so blessed for all these beautiful clients that give us a little heartaches and stuff like that. But it's making me grow. So, like I said, like evolving, I think I would say every quarter, every month, every day, I'm just like, wow, I've grown so much. And I'm just like, where did time go?
Yeah.
Being in Italy and Portugal, we went to Portugal. I went with my husband, and I went with my childhood best friend, Marlene, and it was so amazing. She showed me her world. She showed me her family and everything. And it was just so beautiful how everybody lives differently,
Yeah.
but similar as well. And our beliefs in the US. And coming back, I'm just like, I'm very proud to, I'm very blessed that my parents migrated here and gave me this opportunity. And remember, I told you in the first episode, I feel like I need to be more grateful. I think it came to full circle, especially this last episode. Like, I looked at my husband, I'm like, you know what? I'm very grateful for living here in the life that we have. Like, we're so blessed. We're so privileged to be traveling. And there's people that do not leave their city or their state, and we're going to a whole other part of the world and seeing this beautiful buildings, the culture similar to our culture but different at the same time. And it's just like there's so many things of improvement that we can do in life, and you just got to grab the things that you want to take for a learning experience for your life and grow with it and better. And I'm very blessed. I'm ready for the
How
next
about
chapter.
the food?
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. The pizza is not the pizza here in the US.
Of course not,
okay?
because our pizza's not real.
No, the pizza game and the pasta game, completely different. I had the opportunity to make a pizza.
I did see that. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like, literally, we have too many preservatives here in the US. And I always said this, you always say that. And it tastes different. And there's a video that I will be posting later, but you know how I like to rate my food. So the first night we went to Rome, we got to Italy, and my husband's recording me, and I'm like tasting this pizza, and I'm like, first, it's floppy. There's no grease or anything coming out because it's crunchy, it's strong. And I'm like, oh shit, it just flops. I'm like, okay, let's see how this is gonna be. There's no crust really. So I take a bite and I'm like eating it, and I'm like, okay, this is different. This is so different. And then I look at the camera and at my husband, I'm like, this reminds me of una arepa. And he's like, what? I'm like, it does. Some of the taste of it reminds me of una arepa. And like empanadas in our Latin culture, every country has different forms of how they do empanadas. Same thing with arepa too. Like it might be bread. It's just different format. And I felt like the pizza for Italy is una arepa. So that's why I was correlating to it. And I'm just like, wow, the pasta, bro.
Yep, it's
I
very
ate.
different.
Let me tell you, I ate. And I was just so happy. Everyone's like, you look skinny. I'm like, oh my God, tell me more. Because I felt like I gained like so much
Well, because
weight.
you walked a lot.
I did walk a
You walk
lot.
a
My
lot. It's
feet
very
hurt.
European. Yeah,
Holy
well,
crap.
that's what we're supposed to
And I
be
got
doing.
really nice running sneakers, and just being in Italy for like that week or whatever, I feel like I needed to get another sneakers because that sole is like of the walking we did. But the food, like, one thing I would have to say, because I went to different parts of Italy, the water, you have a lot of water in Rome. But in all these other cities, countries, sorry, states or whatever, municipality, I guess you would say it,
No.
they don't really drink a lot of water. They're like, if I won't have to pay for water, like here we're accustomed to getting free water. I'll have a spritz, a beer, or a liquor. So and I don't drink. I don't
Yeah.
drink. I drank, but I didn't drink that much. But I drank. I tried, dabbled a couple things, and I'm like telling my husband, I'm like, I want water. But the food it's delish.
It's the best part. I mean, for Europe, Europe has so many great things: the people, the
Yeah.
food, the culture.
Rome,
Just-
hands down, had, I think, the best food.
yeah, I could see
It
that.
really did. It really,
I can see
really,
that.
really did.
I actually, and I, please don't kill me. I think that Rome was just a little too dirty for me when I
Okay.
went.
Yeah.
It just really needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
But the people were amazing.
When
The
did you
food was
go?
cool. I went to Rome last in 2017.
Okay.
And it was just dirty, really dirty.
Really? So I felt like Napoli,
Napoli.
Napoli, there we go. Sorry. See, horrible. Was I feel bad, but it was like what you explained. I feel like
Yeah.
Rome was way clean
Oh, wow.
and nice. Like maybe it's changed,
Maybe
Maybe
it's been a few years pre-COVID, everything.
So
So
probably. And I went to Ishka. It's an island. That was very pretty. But yes, especially coming because I went to Japan last year. Japan is squeaky clean.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
their culture. So we were like talking about like, yeah, Japan, how they're clean. That's every country should be like that. But it's beautiful to see how other people live.
And that's the best part.
I think
to see
that's
how
where you
people live.
really get humble and you start realizing like what you have in life.
Yes, and that we are blessed. And just the fact that we were able to take vacations and take breaks, and
Yes.
our business carry on, and these are all
Mhm.
very important factors that we can't take for granted.
Right.
So
Right.
that's something that and if you are also looking into doing a vacation and you can make it happen, then do that. Do that.
Definitely.
It just but most of all, because sometimes not everybody can take a vacation. I understand it. I mean, it's been years before I could get to this point where I could actually take the time to take and have the team
Mhm.
in place to do it.
Right.
But most importantly, what I want to emphasize is to believe in yourself, to give yourself a chance to take that next step, that leap of faith, and just go for it. Life is very short, and we don't know how much time we have. It's the one thing nobody knows, right? And it's a commodity that everybody has.
Yeah.
The rich, the poor, the tall, the little, the skinny, the fat, everybody. We all have it. So take action today. Take action today to whatever you've been thinking about, whatever has been on your mind. You've been dwelling. Just take action today. Believe in yourself and go for it.
And just just step outside. Just step outside and look at the sky and just be appreciative that you are alive. You are watching this, and thank you for listening. And be grateful and be proud of yourself because you guys come a long way. Everybody has come a long way, and make a difference. Try to better yourself. I think that's what we're put on earth, is to better ourselves and kind and love each other. I think that's what we need more now. love each other, love your community, help somebody, you know, if you're able to do that, because that's where the fulfillment really comes from.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And remember to respond when people ask you how you're doing. You're happy because you
You're
woke up
happy.
today. You're
You woke
grateful.
up. Yep.
Don't forget that.
Super.
I woke up today. That don't take that lightly, you know? And we've
It's so sad we're wrapping up.
wrapping up, and but
we'll
we're
be back
excited.
soon.
We're excited
Yeah.
for what's coming when we start again in October for season 2. We're gonna do things, some different things that we wanted to do earlier,
Yes.
but we wanted to kind of split up. So
We had time to organize everything. And guys, please let us know if you like, you don't like, things that you want to see, whatever, because that helps us. It
For sure.
truly, really does. It helps us if you want to see someone on the show or anything like
if
that.
you have a story you want to share, let us
Yes.
know for sure. If you have
Yes.
something that you feel, you know, doesn't matter how big or small, you know, just
This is
we'd
a
love-
platform. Take advantage. This is a platform that you're able to use, and we're happy to share your story because that's what life is about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So I'm super excited for our next season. I think we did a freaking badass job
I think
for
so.
what we had.
Yeah.
Awesome job. And guys, I really have to say, you woke up today.
Yeah.
You lived up. Live up to your expectations. Keep dreaming. Do not doubt yourself because it's tough out there. It's
Yeah.
really tough out there, but be kind. I think the number one thing is be kind to yourself. And if you need help with any mentorship, whatever, like coaching, do it. Life
Yeah.
is short. What do you got to lose? Like, seriously, what do you have to lose? Just make the right decisions, you know?
Yeah.
But
Well, it's that moment.
no. Oh my
So you
gosh.
gotta
Wake up, show up, and live up.
See you next time.